Hey everybody, it's Mike Young, lifestyle nutritionist with aPlantBasedDiet.org. Welcome to the next chapter of my V-book, Live to 150. These are foundational chapters here in the beginning, and this chapter is centering around open-mindedness, the concept of open-mindedness. And like a lot of chapters that I've had here in the beginning of the book, you really cannot progress very far at all if you don't master this concept of open-mindedness. It's something, even if you feel like you're closed-minded, you don't like to try new things, you don't like when somebody suggests that you do something, and you certainly don't like being told something, this is a habit. The mind is like a muscle, and it will expand. Like when you work out, you start to build muscles. I've been working out for a while now, and actually this is a big muscle compared to what I would have if I just didn't do anything. When I say anything, I mean actually take arm weights that are designed for the purpose of building these muscles, these biceps, and work with them. The same is true of your brain. If a lot of people just have like the position or the default that I'm not really going to be open to much. I am who I am. And no matter what anybody says, that's not really me. Maybe that's for you. You can do that, but that's not really for me. You know, a lot of people say that. I mean, I've even said that with a lot of different things over the years. But the reality is we're human beings. There's many things that differentiate us from animals. And one of them is the ability to work our minds like this. Like usually an animal they can develop their mind. They can do a lot of crazy and amazing things if a human trains them. But as humans, we can train ourselves. And just watching this video may be a form of training for you, especially this chapter on open-mindedness. Now, keep in mind, if you run into roadblocks and you're unwilling to consider different things, and you may be like totally unwilling to consider certain chapters that I have in this very book, okay? And that may be some hangups for you where you can't make any progress. And that's why this concept is so important. So I don't claim to be a psychologist. I don't claim to be a licensed counselor. I don't claim to have any kind of training in this area, but I will say that having an open mind is key to being able to be successful in these concepts where you can basically double your lifespan. And it's not just quantity, of course, it's quality. You're going to get massive quality improvements along with the huge increase in lifespan. So what it's going to require you to do is have an open mind, because the reason why we as a species are stuck in this like 70 to 80 year lifespan right now is because of the fact that most people don't like to do things differently than what most everybody else is doing. And it's just a lot more comfortable, right? It's that concept of getting out of your comfort zone. And in order to be open-minded, in order to be truly open-minded, you have to be okay with that. You have to realize that that's where all the growth occurs. You have to realize that that's where all the things that you want are. And like, again, if you're not trained in this, what I recommend to you is to seek out resources, learn. A lot of this could be not only psychology, but also philosophy, okay? These things will teach you how to train your mind in the right way. And I also would challenge you to do this. Truly, it's necessary. I need to constantly be looking into this as well. And part of being open-minded is not filling your mind with garbage all the time. Just like a lot of the theme here in this book is talking about how the majority of humans are filling their bodies with garbage in the form of food. But you can also fill your mind with garbage in terms of the things you're listening to, books you're reading, things you are watching, music. All kinds of things are either going to help you or hurt you, just like anything in life. And don't think that you're just going to maintain if you're not challenging yourself on a regular basis. If you're not trying to get to the next level of wherever you happen to be, you're going to be backsliding. And the backsliding in this case is going to lead to closed-mindedness. If you don't do anything, you're going to start to slowly go down into closed-mindedness. I mean, you see, I guess I kind of see, or I hear, and others tell me too, that, you know, as you get old, and I don't know what old means to you, like I'm 52 years young. A lot of people get set in their ways, right? They don't like to hear new ideas. They hear like this codgety old man type of thing, you know, and you can't teach an old dog new tricks, none of which is true. It's just that if you see somebody who's not working on being open-minded, inevitably that's what happens to them. They become closed-minded, and then all those, all these little concepts, these little thoughts, these little ideas that are passed down. Like I said, old people can't do this. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, et cetera, et cetera. They just become reality. They kind of, you kind of manifest that into reality, and don't think that you are destined to become closed-minded, because the reality is the more open-minded you are, the more you're willing to learn new concepts and try them out, the longer your lifespan and the higher quality your life's going to be. It's like a positive feedback loop, rather than closed-mindedness, which is basically a negative, like a vicious circle type of a loop. The opposite is true. So please, if you need work in this area, please seek out help in whatever way you need it, because the rest of this is going to be so challenging. Okay, so it's going to be so different from what you're used to, that your chances of success is going to be so much lower if you're not able to consider new things and push yourself and hold yourself outside of your comfort zone. That's usually what open-mindedness means, is the ability for you to do that. So thanks so much for watching. Give me some comments down below of how you're doing so far in this book. Let me know if you're open-minded, and say, I am. Type that in the comments. That way I'll know that you're out there and you're open-minded, you're willing to hear these things. And if you need to pass this video along to somebody else, please, by all means, do so. Let people know about this book. Of course, it's free. And please like the video if you've gotten any kind of value out of this. And of course, subscribe to the channel. You will hear about new videos coming out all the time, not only for this book, but for also other things that we do with the nonprofit. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.